Hey guys, how's it going? Are you ready for drawing time today? Awesome, I'm so excited because you know what, this week we're gonna draw animals that you find in the woods. Sometimes they call them woodland creatures. And today we're gonna be drawing a squirrel. Do you know what a squirrel is? My goodness, a squirrel is this really cute little creature that likes to jump around from tree to tree, and sometimes it eats nuts or acorns or things. You've probably seen them in your backyard. Anyways, today we're gonna draw one. We're gonna do this drawing in 4 parts. We're first gonna draw it with our pencil, get the basic sketches going. Then we're gonna draw back with our black marker. Where did my black marker go? Well, when I find it, we're gonna go back over with our black marker and draw over the pencil sketches. Then we're gonna get out our colored markers, or pencils actually, and we're gonna color in our squirrel. And then the last part, we're gonna go back with more colors and add more detail. Okay, let's get our pencils out first, and we're gonna draw our squirrel. So I found that when drawing things, everything can be broken down into basic shapes. And the basic shapes for a squirrel are a bunch of circles and squiggly lines. So let's draw one big circle right now. This is going to be kind of the bottom body of the squirrel. Nice. And then let's go up a little bit higher up here, and we're going to draw another circle that's a little bit smaller and make it go to the side a little bit like this too. Nice. All right, that's the head of the squirrel. Now a really squirrely look is when you go down like this with your line and then it comes back out. So it kind of makes this backwards L almost. It's not like a super sharp L like that. It's a curly L that's backwards. So maybe that's not the best example, but yeah, it makes this really curly line and it comes back out. And that's what squirrels kind of look like. And then let's make kind of a curly line that kind of goes in this way. Nice, so there's the body of our squirrel. Now it might not look like a squirrel right now, but if we erase a few lines, like this line here, we don't need any more, and this line here, and if we add some more lines, it'll start looking more like a squirrel. So let's add some more lines. Let's add a leg. So for the leg, squirrels have round knees. So you know how we have knees? Well, they have really round knees, and they have little feet that stick out like this. So we're just going to give them a foot, make it a round, and then kind of go. It's like the number 2 almost, kind of like the number 2. You can just draw that. And that's one squirrel leg. Now let's draw the other squirrel foot. It's just going to be a little line that goes back, and then it's already hidden behind the other foot, so you don't have to worry about drawing the rest of it. Good. Now let's erase some more of those lines that we don't need anymore. There we go. There's our squirrel legs. Now let's draw the squirrel's arms. So squirrels usually have tiny little hands. So I'm just going to draw kind of a curly line that goes up, curvy actually, and then I'm going to bring that line back down, back to the body. I'm going to make it a little bit wide at the end, erase that line, and that's going to be one little hand, and then let's just draw another little line here. It has 2 little tiny arms, and I think I'm going to make this line a little bit, just a little bigger there. And it might be holding something that it's going to eat, so we'll draw that later. Nice. Now let's fix its head a little bit. Squirrels have heads, obviously, but they're not quite as round. They're a little bit more triangle. So to make this circle a triangle, I'm going to kind of make a straight line here, and then a little bit of a straight line there, and I'm just going to kind of bring them together here, kind of make it a curvy triangle. And I think I might give it a big cheek, so I'm going to make a curvy line right here at the end of the triangle. Nice. There's our squirrel's head. And then, let's see, I'm going to add a little eye, so I'm just going to draw kind of a circle and another circle in that eye. And then maybe I'll give it a little nose, maybe kind of a triangle nose, and then I'm going to erase some more of those lines I don't need. Nice, it's looking really cute. And then squirrels have tiny little ears. So do you know your ABCs? Let's practice. A, B, C. Well, you can just draw the letter C right here. Maybe a C that's a little skinnier and a little bit slanted on its side, and that's how you draw a squirrel's ear. What do you know? Squirrels' ears are actually letter C's. That's kind of crazy. Nice. Now our squirrel's missing something. What is it missing? Do you know? Oh my goodness, it's missing its tail, of course. All right, so a squirrel's tail is really cool. I'm going to draw a line starting at the bottom here, kind of the back end of the squirrel here. I'm going to find the middle, and I'm going to draw a line, and it's going to go up like this, and it's going to curve around. So it comes out just a little bit, then it's going to go up, and it's going to go back toward its head, and then it's going to go, never mind, I changed my mind, it's going to go back out, and then it's going to make a curl like that. So it's okay if it looks a little bit unsmooth and a little bit choppy, because you'll go back and you can add more. But that's the basic line of our squirrel's tail. Now let's add some more lines to it. Let's add some jaggedy lines to our squirrel's tail. Let's go here a little bit higher, starting at the curvy line here, and we're going to add some jig-jag lines that are going to go up and then down just a little bit, up, down a little bit, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. It's kind of fun once you get the hang of it. You can go really fast. That looks good. Nice. Now let's add a little bit of fluff down here too. Up, down, up, down. And I'm just going to bring it all the way in. And then we'll just kind of make that curl in. Nice. And then see how that guideline helped us? Now we don't need it anymore. So we can just erase that guideline. And now we have a nice tail for our squirrel. Alrighty, let's give him a smile here. He's a happy squirrel. And you know, squirrels like to eat things. They like to eat acorns and seeds like I was saying earlier. But you know what? The other day, my friend told me that squirrels actually like to eat flowers too. Did you know that? A squirrel likes to eat a flower? One of their favorite snacks is to eat rose petals. So I was like, oh my goodness, we have to draw our squirrel eating some rose petals. So let's do that. Let's draw a nice rose, maybe growing in the ground here. And to draw a rose, you know, sometimes roses look really crazy. I'm just going to draw a bunch of kind of letter C's, an upside down letter C, a backwards letter C, a bunch of little letter C's, just going in all sorts of directions. And I'd say that looks pretty rosy to me. So you can draw your rose however you want, but as long as it has lots of petals and lots of color, then I think it'll look great. And I'm going to draw some grass, which are just squiggly lines up and down. And then let's draw a few rose petals. Maybe he's holding some in his hands. And a few little lines to show that they're petals. Nice, guys. Awesome. Well, you know what? You just finished part 1 of your drawing. High five. It looks really great. If you want to stop here, if all you want to do today is just a sketch of your squirrel, that's fine. You're done. But if you want to keep going, we're going to go on to part 2. For part 2, we're going to get out our black markers. Now, where did my black marker go? Oh my goodness. I found it. It's all the way on the other side of the room. Okay, I'm going to go get my black marker. And what we're going to do is we're going to draw over our squirrel with our black marker. And then when the marker finishes drawing, we're going to erase it with our pencils. With our, not pencils, with our erasers. Okay, let's get going. I'll see you soon. Alright guys, and guess what? You just finished part 2 of your drawing. High five! It looks really great. So if you want to stop here, this is a good place to stop. Your squirrel is all drawn in for black and white. But if you want to keep going, let's go on to part 3. Alright, so for part 3, we're going to get out our colored pencils and we're going to color in our squirrel. Okay, so we're going to start with gray. You know, squirrels come in all sorts of colors. Some of them are brown, some of them are white, some of them are black, but some of them are gray. So we're going to color this guy in gray today. And you can color yours whatever you want, even rainbow if you want. That'd be crazy, right? And also I added a few lines right here, and that's going to be his little tummy part. I thought that might look cute if we kept that white. So you don't have to color that in. But we'll color everything else in nice and gray. Alrighty, sometimes it helps if you sharpen your pencils. Amber, don't forget to sharpen your pencils. I'm going to color in his hands here. And then, oh, his tail, of course. Let's get his whole tail in. And then we're pretty much done coloring the squirrel. That was fast. Alrighty. Nice. Now what do? Let's color in the rose. Alright, so roses can be all sorts of colors too, but I'm going to make mine pink today just so it looks extra bright and stands out. So I'm just going to color this whole thing in pink. But some of them are yellow and red and white. All sorts of colors. It's pretty cool. Some of them are multiple colors too. Oh, that might look cool. You could make yours yellow and pink or something. And then let's do some grass. So with the grass, I'm gonna take a light green, kind of a yellowish green, and I'm just gonna color. I like to go up and down like this with my pencil. Sometimes it helps if you color in the same direction. But if you want to change directions, that's okay too. That's what I'm doing. And jeepers, I gotta sharpen my pencil again. And you know, sometimes I just color really fast and I don't worry too much about getting all the white spots. But if you want to take your time and go a little slower, that's totally fine. You can always pause the video and then come back and join us when you're ready. For the rose, I'm going to get a darker green and color that in too. Nice. And then, oh, his nose. Let's color his nose in black and his eye black as well. All right, guys. And you know what? You just finished coloring in your squirrel. High five. That's part 3. You're all done. Looks really great. So, if you want to go on to one more part, the last thing we're going to do is add some more color with the same color that we had. So let's go back to our squirrel. And we colored him in nice and gray. But you know, I was thinking we could always add a little more color if we want to, and we could add a different color. So it might look kind of nice if maybe we took a blue and we colored really lightly kind of around the upper parts of his tail. And you know, I don't know if squirrels are really blue, but like I said all the time, I always say, you know, that's one of the cool things about doing art is that you can just make it up if it's not real. But I think if I color really lightly with the blue, it might look nice. Kind of make the gray look, I mean, blue goes with gray kind of well. They kind of complement each other. So adding a little bit of blue here and there would look nice. Make them just a little more colorful. So I'm coloring blue kind of around, not everywhere. I'm leaving some of the parts, like this part at the bottom. I'm going to leave that one gray. And I'm leaving the bottom part of his tail gray, and I'm leaving this part white. But I'm just adding a few little blue spots here and there. Make them pop out. Maybe I'll make the top of his nose blue. Nice. Okay, and then let's give him a little bit of background. How about we add some bushes back here? I'm just going to take my dark green and just color some bushy shapes. Oh, I like that. It's sometimes fun to color bushes because you can just do squiggly lines really fast. You can even add a few little pink flowers. Maybe he's in front of a bunch of rose bushes. That's looking nice. And then how about some nice blue sky? All right, I'm going to make sure my pencil is nice and sharpened for this. And I'm just going to color some blue sky. I'm going to go up and down with my pencil. I'm just going to color it all in. Must be a nice day to be a squirrel. The sun is shining, the sky is blue, lots of flowers to eat. I think I'd like to be a squirrel. That would be fun. I think I would go explore and jump from tree to tree and say hi to my other squirrel friends. What do you think we should name this squirrel? If you have an idea, you can leave a comment in this video, or you can write us a note or something and tell us what you think the squirrel's name should be. That would be really fun. Maybe we'll name him. Maybe he'll come back and do some more drawing time with us. Okay. And we are all done with our squirrel drawing, guys. Wow, high five. It looks really great. Okay, the last thing, you're going to get out your black marker and you're going to sign your drawing down here. Extra nice and fancy, and that way everyone will know who did the beautiful artwork. Well, thanks so much for joining me today, guys. This has been lots of fun. If you do this drawing, I'd like to see a picture of it. Snap a picture and send it to me. And also, let me know if there's something that we should draw next time. Okay, guys, thanks for joining me today. I'll see you next time for more drawing. Bye!